inform them of our services. We make them aware that there is a database that keeps learner records in South Africa. So they need to ensure that they study at registered institutions, and the qualifications that they are studying are registered qualifications. And if it's not that, then their information will not be on the National Learners Records database. So in that, we are making the public aware that even if they have fraudulent qualifications or they fake their qualifications, at the end of the day it will catch up with them, because we have a system where we are able to see qualifications that are authentic and also misrepresentation of qualifications.
My name is I'm from the South African Qualifications Authority. I'm the senior specialist within the Comms and Advocacy Unit. And thank you for that question, it's very important. In South Africa, as the South African Qualifications Authority, we are mandated to coordinate the AQF Qualifications Framework. And our framework is registered from AQF level 1 up to AQF level 10, as you can see it. And then we work with 3 quality councils. One oversees the general and further education and training, and then the other one oversees the higher education qualification sub-framework, and then the other one oversees the occupational qualification sub-framework. So with these quality councils, we all sit and make sure that we have a well-integrated AQF level. And with that, it assists in terms of articulation, because from one level, one is to know that, you know what, how do I go about articulating further? How do I go about getting in the space where I want to be when it comes to career paths? So when you look at this AQF framework, it really helps us in terms of making sure that one, has proper access, has proper mobility, even moving around from one country to another or within the South African education space. So the AQF is very powerful, and especially for one that wants to actually study further, because it does not only speak to the level of skills, but it speaks about also empowering people to say that if you've got the skills, you can also look in terms of recognition of prior learning. It doesn't matter how you have learned different skills, but yet the AQF allows you to be able to also be mobile and be able to get qualifications, in different levels. So that's how I would actually explain in terms of the alignment, to say that we coordinate within the 3 AQF frameworks, and everybody is able to move around the way they want to. And each level leads to another level depending on your career path and career aspirations.
My name is Mzansi. I am a technical specialist at the South African Qualifications Authority. The South African Qualifications Authority is a statutory body established through an act of Parliament, the NQF Act. One of the things that SAQA is doing is we've got a database of qualifications where the public can go to the SAQA website, and then they can check all the institutions that are accredited and the programs which have been accredited and registered with the NQF. Also the Department of Higher Education and Training in South Africa. Also on their website they've got a list of private higher education institutions that are accredited and the programs that they are to offer. Misrepresentation and qualifications fraud is a scourge in the industry. It is really important for the public or anyone who wants to study. Before they enroll, the advice is to check, is the institution accredited? Go to the SAQA website, go to the DHET website to check the institutions and qualifications. Yes, check the institution, check the qualifications before you enroll. If you are not sure, call SAQA, call DHET, and then ask. There will be advice that will be provided to you. And then importantly, one of the functions that SAQA is doing, we evaluate foreign qualifications. So anyone with a qualification that is obtained outside the borders of South Africa, they can then go to the SAQA website and then apply for the evaluation of foreign qualification. Evaluation is just a process that SAQA follows to verify, which is authenticating the qualifications, and then compare the qualifications that we are receiving from other